welcome back to another episode of our Affordable Meal Series. I'm so excited you've joined us again. Today we're going to be doing mini meatloaves. So what I love about the mini meatloaves is that they go in like a muffin tin, so they cook up much faster than you would in your traditional loaf. So they're easier to serve, quicker, and still full of the great nutrition. So let's get started. This recipe, we're gonna stick with that 80-20 lean ground beef. So we talked about this in episode, I think it was 3 with the taco pie, about the 80-20 fat content and how the 80% meat, 20% fat is a leaner, better version than your 83-27. So the 80-20 does cost, a few cents more, but you're gonna get a better quality of meat. You're not gonna be draining as much fat off. So in the grand scheme of things, it's gonna equal out in the end as far as pricing is concerned. In the recipe online, it does call for diced onion. There was no fresh onions at the Dollar General store that I was at today, so I just picked up some minced onion instead, the dried kind, and we will just use that in lieu of an actual fresh onion. We've got some ketchup here for our topping, but if you like barbecue or if you make your own family recipe for your homemade meatloaf, you're more than welcome to use whatever you enjoy. But today we're gonna do this ketchup. And then we got a little bit of garlic to add extra seasoning. And then for our sides, we're gonna do just a bag of steamed veggies from the dollar store. And then we also got some baby red instant mashed potatoes. So I'm excited about those as well. All right, so if you are ready, we're gonna get started and get to cooking. Hamburger, onion, garlic, pepper, salt in there. So we're gonna mix that all together. If you have some Worcestershire sauce at home and you wanna use something like that, or A1 steak sauce to add in, you could add a little tablespoon or 2 of that as well. If you wanna add a little bit of different flavors to it, but this is for just traditional. Sticking with the garlic, the onion, and as I mentioned at the beginning, since they didn't have any fresh onion at the dollar store today, I went ahead and just got the minced, like this one right here. So this is always a good option. If you can't go for fresh, this is totally good. Once it cooks in, it's gonna taste just as good. You're gonna have that onion flavor in there. And if you don't like chopping up onions, then it might be a win anyway. All right, so now that this is all mixed together, now we're just gonna put it in a little bit more than a palm size, and we're gonna put them in an oiled muffin tin. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my olive oil spray. And we're just gonna go ahead and spray these real generously, because you don't, as a dishwasher favor, you wanna make sure they're nice and generously oiled so that they're not sticking to the sides of the pan, because then you're gonna be soaking it and scrubbing it later, and that's no fun, and that just takes away the convenience part of the meal. So just make sure they're well oiled beforehand with some olive oil, and then we're just gonna go ahead and dollop these in. So kind of like put them in a nice size meatball situation and just drop them right into your tin. Let me go ahead and do that real quick. So another like big dollop. We're gonna ball it up like a meatball, and then you'll just drop it here in your muffin tin. So just like that. And we'll go ahead and fill this up and then stick them in the oven.